episode 28. Welcome back to Quest for You. Thank you so much for tuning in. I would love it if you could hop over to iTunes today and rate this podcast. If you enjoy listening, then it's a great way to give feedback, and it also will help other people find this podcast much easier. I would love if you could do that for me, for you, and for everyone else that has not found me yet. So let's talk about significance. Do you focus outward or do you focus inward? Are you taking from life or are you giving to life? Do you believe life is predetermined and unchangeable, or do you trust that you can make whatever you wish out of life? Do you believe that success is the end of it all? Or do you also think that you need significance in your life? I think success without significance is not complete. Success is just all about you. But significance is when you take your success to the world by adding meaning to other people's lives and by making an impact to the lives of others. Only thinking about yourself and your own success is focusing inward. And I think you're acting from a place of fear. If you're always worried about losing what you have, not making it tomorrow, worried about that next million that you want to make. But thinking about others takes the focus off from your own fears. And you're now adding meaning to life in general. You see, I always believed that I have to make it first in life before I can give back. And this made me a taker. I worried only about myself, making it in school, then through college, getting my green card, getting a job, getting a raise, and so on. Always taking more from life. Never quite enough money in the bank to support a good cause. Never enough time to stop and help someone out. Never free of my own worries to smile and be kind to someone else. Always in my own world. And the results? Did I achieve what I wanted? I sure did. That success is a deceiving little devil. As you get more of it, it is self-affirming. Because your results make you believe that you're on the right track. That's how you were able to accomplish everything that you did, right? But then there are those times when you wonder. When you lose a good friend because of your selfishness. When you piss people off because of your lack of tact. When your personal life doesn't work out the way you'd hoped. And when you feel lonely and isolated just a little bit too often. And these are signs that success is not everything. Money can own you. Accomplishments can keep you hostage. That little kick every time you climb a little higher, reach a little further. It feels good. But still deep inside you're missing something. You're missing significance. And significance comes from your relationships. The most important relationship is the relationship, of course, with yourself. This podcast is all about that quest for you, that connection with your inner self, the establishment of a strong inner core and an undefeatable mind. And when you learn to be in harmony with yourself, you'll also learn to be in harmony with others. And you will discover that the relationship with yourself and with others adds significance and meaning to your life. You recognize that you're not the center of the universe with the people around you serving as decoration. You notice that you're part of a whole, where everyone has a role. And your role is to be part of other people's lives. You see, without relationships, life is devoid of joy and inspiration. Think of the value some people add to your life. The help they have offered you, how they care about you when you're down, how they cheer you up and make you laugh. The other day I went shopping with my friend. Well, it wasn't meant to be a shopping trip. We were just strolling down the street and found this little clothing store, and she picked 2 dresses for me. I would have never picked them. To me, this meant a lot. I will always think of her whenever there's stresses. Something she contributed to my life. Isn't your life richer today because of all the people that you have in your life now, or that you had in your life in the past? Relationships add significance when you start giving instead of just taking. So how do you do that? Start helping people. Start sharing your knowledge and wisdom. People that hold on to things are afraid. They live in constant fear. Let go of fear and live freely. Share yourself. Offer yourself to the world. There's at least one person out there right now that can use your help, your encouragement, your kind words. People don't want to be around you if you're closed off, inward focused. It just sends the wrong message. Trust me, I know. I learned this very hard lesson. Pay attention to the people around you and learn to fully engage with people. Stop waiting until someone approaches you. That's just laziness. You're bathing yourself in your ego, like you're so special and people should be reaching out to you instead of you to them. Reach out to others without worrying about the results or how you might look or what they might think. That's giving. I always thought that strangers have no value to add to my life until I started randomly speaking to people next to me on airplanes, and I met the most interesting people that way. And that leads me to the next question you might have. Where? Where should I do that? Well, anywhere, like I did on planes. You can do it at work, in school, at the coffee shop, in the grocery store, on the train. There are opportunities every day to let go a little bit of your ego and just give a little bit to the world. Sometimes we pass the same people every single day, and yet we never exchange a word with them. Not even a smile. People matter. You live amongst them. Start seeing yourself as part of a wider community or network. If you don't have a network, find one. I know this is uncomfortable, but it does add meaning to your life in the long run. We humans like to belong. How would you feel if you knew a kind word helped someone in a huge way? Most often we don't know, but we trust that it does. So start with strangers if you're all alone, or call an old friend and say hello. And I'm pretty sure everyone has a person in their life with whom the relationship has become a little bit strained, maybe because of a disagreement of some sort. So forget about all the reasons you're angry for once and show compassion by reaching out. Start recognizing today that people are not here to harm you or compete with you, nor are they here to interfere with you. People are just here to live their life, to find meaning, to find purpose, just like you. So, bring your light to the world and help, and think long term. Right now, you may not think you need anyone, but you never know where life takes you. You know how uncomfortable it is to have to ask people for help, whose friendship you have not valued in the past, but one day you may need to. And think even beyond that. Whose life do you want to impact one day? You don't have to be a teacher or a social worker to make a difference. You can share what you have learned now. By focusing on other people while you are on your success track, you will find that you become even more successful. It's hard to see when you're not in that place, but believe me, this was one of my biggest mistakes, to believe that I can do it all alone and never need anyone, and one day the world will look at me in awe. That's all crap, because nobody will look at you if you have not fostered meaningful and strong relationships with people along the way. Because nobody will know about you. But if you take people along with you on your journey, they may look up at you one day when you're famous, when you're popular, when you're standing on stages and you're speaking to thousands. Or the opposite, they may help you when you're broken. They will bring meaning to your life when you feel lonely and empty. And if you think you first have to be rich and accomplished before you can help others, then think again. A smile is free. Spending an hour a week with a group of like-minded people doesn't affect your success negatively, but it may affect your relationship in the long run. It takes time, but you have to make an investment. How amazing is it to find that one person who becomes a lifelong friend, or maybe even your partner? But a relationship that strong takes time, so you have to start now. So be humble, approach people, try to connect with others, and find your tribe, the people that you can be open and honest with. True personal growth is as much an inner journey as it is an outer one by relating to other human beings. If you're afraid of others, if you live an inward life, if you're separated from others, maybe you feel like a victim, helpless. If you struggle relating to other human beings and withdraw rather than approach, then realize that you are sacrificing personal fulfillment, pleasure, love, and joy. You're missing a huge element of richness in your life. Start by treating everyone with honor, dignity, and respect, and soon you will find that people will appreciate you for who you are, and they will begin to reach out to you. And that, my friends, is success. By adding significance to other people's life, I believe you can reap the true benefits of success. It will not be empty success. It will not be just a road that you accomplished, a road that you walked alone. It will be a road that you have taken others along. And as Dale Carnegie says, you can make more friends in 2 months by becoming interested in other people than you can in 2 years by trying to get other people interested in you. So go out there today and reach out to someone. As simple as a smile, maybe a kind word, or just offer some help. Anyone can do this. Much love. Until next time.